Hello friends, today we will start IS approach. I means investment, S means savings. So again this is a plan, X anti savings and investment. Now before doing this I will drive this I and S from the AD or AS. AD is equal to C plus I and AS, which is also equal to Y, equal to C plus I. Both are the components of AD and this is of AS. Because we have assumed closed economy, so we have only two components and there is no government interference. So AD have only two components. Now C is a common, it will be cancelled. Then I is equal to S. It means when AD equal to AS, then definitely I will be equal to S. So now we will start I and S approach, investment and saving approach. Again we have two situations for equilibrium. Both I and S, investment and saving, both will be equal when there is equilibrium level of income in an economy. If there is no equilibrium, then what will happen? Again, first situation is when I is greater than S, when planned investment is greater than planned savings. Who is doing investment? Household sector, because we have a two sector model, firms and household. So here buyers are planning more expenditure, as compared to firms are planning less production. Again there is a gap between buyers demand and sellers or firms production. Same as earlier, when AD is greater than AS, same will happen here. Now due to this there is a decrease in desired inventory stock. What is desired inventory stock? Let us talk about it. For example, फर्म जो है वो अपने स्टॉक में जो भी वो कमोडिटी प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं उसके 50 यूनिट्स अपने पास रखना चाहते हैं एंड रिमेनिंग दे वांट टू सेल इन द मार्केट. ओके, अगर फर्म ने 100 यूनिट प्रोड्यूस किए हैं तो 50 उन्होंने सेल कर दिए एंड 50 अपनी इन्वेंट्री स्टॉक में रख लिए. दे वांट टू कैप्ट, दिस इज डिजायर्ड. If there is additional 20 units added in it because there is a lack of demand, then total will be 70. They want kept only 50 but 20 will be added. They don't want to kept that 20 units. These 20 units is not desired. Okay, this is undesired. What will happen here? They kept 50 units but due to more demand in the market, they are not able to fulfill that demand with their production which they produces for the market. So they, for the fulfillment of that demand in the economy, they use this inventory stock. Now they want to kept 50 units but now they have to taken 30 units for the fulfillment of demand. Now they have left only 20 units. There is a reduction of 30 units which they want to kept. So now to fulfill this increased demand and to maintain this desired inventory stock, in the future they will plan more production. So due to this, firms will plan more production. अब प्रोडक्शन बढ़ गई है तो उससे क्या होगा? आउटपुट इकोनॉमी में बढ़ेगी. आउटपुट बढ़ेगी तो इकोनॉमी की इनकम बढ़ेगी. अगर इकोनॉमी की इनकम बढ़ेगी तो सेविंग्स भी बढ़ेंगी और अल्टीमेटली एक सिचुएशन आएगी व्हेन आई इज इक्वल टू एस. ओके, अब हम सेकेंड पार्ट करते हैं. व्हेन I is less than S, वो मैं इसी के थ्रू आपको समझा रही हूँ. If planned investment is less than planned savings, then what will happen? It means buyers are planning to purchase less expenditure as compared to firms, those are planning more output. Again gap create हो गया. ये कम एक्सपेंडिचर प्लान कर रहे हैं लेकिन फर्म्स ने ज़्यादा प्रोडक्शन कर दिया है. अब इसकी वजह से क्या हुआ है, डिमांड उतनी नहीं हो पाई जो फर्म ने प्रोडक्शन किया. तो उसकी वजह से जो इन्वेंट्री स्टॉक था, जो वो डिज़ायर्ड था उनका 50 था, लेकिन वो क्योंकि डिमांड नहीं थी तो उसमें और एडिशन हो गया, अब वो ज़्यादा हो गया. अब इससे क्या हुआ, अनडिजायर्ड इन्वेंट्री स्टॉक हो गया. अब इस एक्स्ट्रा यूनिट्स को वो नेक्स्ट सेशन में निकालना चाहेंगे, तो वो इतने यूनिट अगले सेशन में कम प्रोड्यूस करेंगे. तो फिर वो क्या प्लान करेंगे, फॉर द कमिंग सेशन दे विल कट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन. तो जब प्रोडक्शन कम हो जाएगी तो आउटपुट भी कम होएगी, आउटपुट कम होएगी तो इकोनॉमी का इनकम भी कम होएगा. अगर इनकम कम है तो सेविंग्स भी कम हो जाएंगी एंड अल्टीमेटली दोनों इक्वेट हो जाएंगे. सो दिस इज द एक्सप्लेनेशन. इफ S is less than I is less than S. Now with the help of diagram, schedule will be remain same. एक बार दोबारा मेन चीजें हम यहाँ ड्रॉ कर लेते हैं. Y C A D I and this is S A S. 0, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 and 600. This is 1, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350 and 400. This is autonomous will remain same 100 at all level of income. AD is the sum of C plus I, 200, 250, 300, 350, 4, 450 and 500. Savings is this minus 100, minus 50, 0, 50, 100, 150 and 200. AS will remain same as Y. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Initially 400 is the level of equilibrium where AD or AS is equating. Now we will check at the same level what will the value of I and S. Now I is 100 and S is also 100. तो ये प्रूव हो गया कि व्हेन AD is equal to AS तो उस समय I और S भी उसी लेवल पे इनकम के इक्वेट करेंगे, वो दोनों भी आपस में बराबर होंगे जब AD और AS बराबर होंगे. तो सेम चीज़ हम डायग्राम से भी बता सकते हैं. मैं यहीं पे बता रही हूँ. ये x एक्सिस है, ये y एक्सिस है. दिस इज S एंड I. हियर इज S. दिस इज इनकम, आउटपुट एंड एम्प्लॉयमेंट. ओके, तो हमारा सेविंग कब इस तरह से होता है जो हम पहले सीख चुके हैं. और दिस इज आर इन्वेस्टमेंट. कब ऑटोनोमस इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो इट विल रिमेन सेम इक्वल टू x एक्सिस where both curve will intersect. This is the point of equilibrium. Before this point I is greater than S and after this S is greater than I. Is it clear? I think you can explain this process both with the help of diagram and with the help of schedule. Now I will use one more diagram in which we can use both approaches, ADA and AS approach and I or S approach. Now this is x axis output, income and employment. This is y-axis, origin. First of all, we will draw 45-degree line. This is y is equal to as. This is also equal to c plus s. This is 45-degree line. This is r. Next is this is AD is equal to C plus I. Okay. Here I will draw saving curve. This is our saving curve. Here it is 0 and this is our investment curve. I. This is autonomous consumption. This is a minimum savings. Now at point there is an equilibrium where AD or AS is equal. And here below point E, again equilibrium point when S is equal to I. Now don't be confused with zero level of savings. When it will be zero? When C and AS will be equate. Now at this point here, this is our C. AD is C plus I. Okay. When C equal to Y, at that level savings will be 0. But this is not equilibrium point. This is a 0 savings and this is a break-even point. Okay. So don't be confused with this. Equilibrium will be at E point where AD and AS equates and S is equal to I. So with this diagram you can explain both approaches in a same diagram. For now for this class we will stop here and in next class we will start again different equilibrium points according to Keynesian view. Thank you so much.